Hello everyone and welcome to this video on how to actually convert a JSON document into a table. Now I'm actually handling two scenarios and I've actually created this basically this formula to simulate the response that I will be getting from my JSON. So let's just say that the response that I get from a JSON is this one, which is basically just a list of records. Now, if you're getting a list of records and each of those records is symmetrical in the sense that all of them have the same fields, what you can do to transform this into a table just straight away is just creating a new step, and you're going to wrap this around table.fromRecords. You're going to wrap it, you're going to hit enter, and you have now a table from records. And those records actually came from a JSON file. Now, that only happens if and only if your JSON is giving you symmetrical records. So each of the records needs to have the same fields. But in some cases, your JSON, the response that you might actually be getting might be missing some fields because some of the records just don't have those fields, and it can happen. So in this case, I have this second record that only has field A and field C, but the other ones have A, B, C. So this one is missing the B. When I try doing the table.fromRecords here, and just wrap it around table.fromRecords, you're going to notice that the second record is giving me errors. And this is because the field B of the record wasn't found. So that is an issue. And this is something that we need to tackle. Well, basically we need to speak about this and tackle this in a way that I can extract all of the fields from all of the records. Now, to do that, you'll need to actually do a scan through all of the records so you can find out what fields you actually have in them, because you shouldn't be doing assumptions that the first one will actually contain all of the fields that you're actually trying to get. If you have the fields that you're trying to get from the JSONs, from the web contents, from the actual server or the service, the API, beforehand, you can actually pass that as the second parameter as the table.fromRecords, but that will actually throw you errors as well. So what you'll need to do is simply convert this into a table. Let's go ahead and just go with the default. You're gonna have to do the table.expand table column operation, which is this. So you're gonna have to do this so it can actually show us null here. Now you're gonna notice that in the formula bar, this is gonna hard code all of the columns that it needs to be expanded. So for us to make this dynamic, we're gonna have to go back to this records and actually read each and every one of them and actually see what fields we actually have in there. So let's just go with record.field names, just like this. So this is a function that is actually available in Power Query, all versions of Power Query. That's gonna give you all of the fields inside this record, this one and this one. Next thing that you're gonna need to do is click on this new column that we created, just click on drill down, and now we have a list of lists. And as you've seen before on many videos in this channel, is that you can actually use list.combine to combine all of the list inside of a list, just like this. You're gonna notice that, hey, we have duplicates, so we can just remove duplicates. There we go. And this is the list of fields that we need to expand. So you're just gonna rename this, rename duplicates to headers. Just name it headers. I'm gonna add a custom step. I'm gonna go back to the, let's go back to the converter to table. So to table, there we go. And when I try doing this operation, in this one, we don't really need the second list. So we're just gonna remove everything from here. So everything after the second comma is just gonna be deleted, except for the close parentheses. And here I'm just gonna put headers. And just like that, it's just gonna work. So I'm gonna try and show you something. So in this record, I'm just gonna add the field D. In this one, I'm gonna add the field M, which is gonna be this value. And when I go to the last step, you're gonna notice that I have now the A, B, C, M, and D. And now it is actually working. And this is the workaround that you have when you're actually dealing with asymmetric JSON files or XML that don't always have the same fields for every record. But if you're just going against symmetrical JSON files that each of the records have the same fields, you can just go straight into table.fromRecords and you'll get a really nice response, just really clean and really clear. And that's it, guys. Hope you actually liked the video. Thanks.